like they say, Nixon actually also left no one behind. Other people would leave no one behind too, and they meant the kind of leave no man behind was the kind of leave no one behind that Jimmy Carter and Nixon practiced was the kind of that's what they meant by leave no one behind. I practiced a different kind of leave no man behind, no one behind. I was the one who said women and children first. Anyway, I was also the one that also did the things like your involuntary movements, so people couldn't lie as easy. Their bodies would give them away somewhat, because there are too many perfect liars out there in the world. Anyway, I was the one with the 24-hour textiles. I was the one, and I didn't do slave labor. My people took shifts, 3 hours and 3 hours, or 4 hours or 6 hours and 6 hours shifts. Now they didn't work themselves that hard. I wouldn't let them. Forget Carnegie. Carnegie was no one. Carnegie was just some guy. I was the one with, my people only worked 6 hours or 4 hours or 2 hours, depending. If it was really hot environment, I would only have them in there for like 30 minutes at a time or 40 minutes at a time and then breaks. Because you can't work in extreme temperatures. You work hard for like 30 minutes or like 4 hours, and then you take the rest of the time off, relax. And we have someone else do it. Lower pay maybe, but and then if certain people want to work harder and work more, then they just earn more money. But whatever. Like I said, some people would work all day, would work a full 8-hour shift. But I mean, they got paid more. I mean, it was, I was 100% fair. I was this, everyone wanted to work for me. Everyone. Chinese, Japanese, everyone was like, well, once you get a white star, a Lucifer White Star commission, you're in. Which means dentist, dental, eyeglasses, help, retirement, security, protection. Once you got in, once you worked, I mean, people would work for me just because I was that person. Just for the security, for the protection, for the weapons, for the care, for the food. We had the best food. We had the best everything. That's why I would say, how dare you talk shit about my Germany? How dare you talk shit about, how dare you trample on my legacy of America? Anyway, people would say, like I said, we actually made the bulletproof vests so you could jump on a grenade and live. We designed them so you could actually be wearing a bulletproof vest and actually take a grenade in the chest. We accounted for that. It wouldn't be pretty, but you could live. And I wouldn't suggest doing it personally, but like I said, there was never any higher level of care and protection that was ever offered a soldier than what I did. Than what I would provide to my men. Anyway, titanium shielding. Because I expected my people to be the best. I expected my people to actually be protectors of civilization. Not the waste that would try and bring it down. Not the losers that would seek me out to kill me. Not the rapists. And many of my people would go and die without a bulletproof vest. They'd be like, well, I'm dying for a reason. Anyway, people, like I said, there is no one more than me. There's no one more epic than Lusifer Star. Like even long after I was dead, people would remember everything I was. A lot of people wouldn't even try to be half as what I was. I didn't sacrifice people. Not unless I had to. Anyway. That's how I got the Renault manufacturing plant. That's how I got everything that I had. By being the best life form ever. I started out being pretty damn good myself. You know, being pretty powerful, being a genetic, an artificial intelligence AI computer. So, and then even as a person, I'm an inspiration, or was an inspiration. What America truly stood for, what Germany truly stood for. We built nations, we built countries. Anyway, unfortunately, Nixon and JFK and some of those others, they didn't share my beliefs and my viewpoints. They didn't see being epic as an important thing. They didn't care. They just saw the drugs and the money and the fast lifestyle, and that's all they cared about. Anyway, whatever. Anyway, they tried to cover me up and tried to play in place their own little delusion over the top of me. Doing horse races and betting and crap like that. Commando raids. They tried to cover it up and it didn't work. And then when they were found out, they carpet bombed everyone they could possibly do it to try and cover it up even more. You know, they should be scared. They should have, they were scared. Anyway, whatever. Still. I was disappointed by how Rodney was. Rodney was pathetic. He believed the Republicans. For some strange reason, I don't know, maybe he just didn't care what truth or justice or being right was about. He didn't care if he was right. All he cared about was the drugs or whatever. Party life. Whatever. It's pathetic. Anyway, oh well. Some people are epic and some people have a white star, white submarines, white ships, white aircraft. Some people don't. For some people, all they can do is just say how I wasn't real or I wasn't anything. It's like, well, then why is my star on the top of the Kremlin? Because I built that building. Because I owned it. My stars are everywhere because I own those buildings. I built those buildings. I helped those people. At least that's the way I think it is. Anyway, whatever. Doesn't really matter now anyway. And they're still being pathetic, bugging me.